This is Mekus with the Continence Club, and I am back with another groundbreaking presentation. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. In today's video, I'm going to be diving deeper into identity shifting, and I have a few pointers for you because that's what this channel is all about. I help you go from your current situation to your desired situation through shifting your identity. So with that being said, it's time to demonstrate. And the first call out I have for you today is that you can only have what you already have. And yes, you read that correctly. You can only have what you already have. I tell you that we don't chase goals at the Continence Club. We change characters because we understand that we need to become the person worthy of the goal. So that's what I mean when I say you can only have what you already have. You need to embody who it is that you want to become. And so I want you to really look at yourself. You don't have the desired situation you want. You're frustrated. You keep repeating the same cycles that keep you stuck in your current situation every single day. You know, why is it so hard to change? You can only have what you already have, which is your current identity and your current situation. Because you haven't become the person that's worthy of achieving your desired situation. And I know I have these two mixed up. Please bear with me, but you understand the concept. You're understanding the concept. And since you don't have your desired reality, you can never have it because you haven't embodied it yet. And yes, again, you read that correctly. You need to have your desired reality in order to have it. So you want your desired situation. Newsflash, you can't have anything that you want. Wanting is a sign to the universe that you lack your desired situation. So check this out for a second. Do you want your current situation? Of course not. Heck no, because you already have it. So it's important to change your perception, your terminology, just so that you can stay in alignment with who it is that you want to become. And I'm even getting better at it myself as well. I'm not perfect, but these changes, compound over time, and you just have to be consistent. And you see, here's a little bit of information I want you to know about wanting. Wanting creates importance, right? It creates an importance pendulum, which delays your desired situation. Like, really think about it. Think about that girl or guy that you have chased and ended up losing that person, him or her, because you were quote unquote thirsty, right? You're thirsty for that person. And that person is turned off because of the fact that you're so thirsty for them. You know, the same concept applies to your desired situation. Wanting is a pendulum to avoid ties with. So instead of telling yourself, oh, you want this, tell yourself that you already have it. And when you tell yourself you already have it, you're naturally going to slowly embody the person, right? That frequency that you need to attract and materialize that desired situation. So I want you to keep this in mind as you bridge the gap. It's important to be in that frequency of already having and not wanting. And also keep this in mind as you bridge the gap. You cannot have any reality that you want, because to want is to confess that you don't have. And if you don't already have it, you can't have it. Let me say that one more time. You cannot have any reality you want, because to want is to confess that you don't have. And if you don't already have it, you can't have it. So it's all about having, and I'm going to drill it in your head as I continue through this presentation, because it's an important concept and it's an important mindset shift that you need to utilize to, be that person that you want to be. So you need to have, and not by human perception, but by universal perception. Like, you need to have the way the universe wants you to, and that's through frequency. And I'm talking about it in my videos, that whatever frequency you are in right now, that's being multiplied and multiplied every single second, 24/7. So it's important to stick and remember to bring yourself back into alignment, into the frequency of the person that is worthy of your desired situation. So this 3D reality is an illusion. This physical world is an illusion. It doesn't mean that it's fake, though. There's just more to meets the eye. So this 3D reality is an illusion because everything starts in the unseen. This is a fact. Christ created the world in the unseen first and then commanded it into the physical. So the process is all about aligning yourself vibrationally to who it is you want to become. You achieve character and not goals. Say it with me. You achieve character, not goals. Your frequency is the totality of your beliefs, conviction, focus, perception, etc. It's your paradigm. It's who you are, man or woman. So the ideal version of yourself in your desired situation, you know, they understand that the less that you want your desired situation, the easier it will become. Let's go back to the situation where you keep chasing that partner that you want. You like that girl, it wherever it is that you are. You like that man, wherever it is that you are, and you find that you kind of almost pull back, and that person isn't always at the top of your head. And guess what? You attract that person. They find you desirable. But whenever you go after them and you're thirsty, and that's all that you think about, it's almost like you're giving that person an advantage, a leg up on you. And in fact, it might even chase them away. So nobody's holding anything back from you. In fact, God or the universe intends to give you anything that you want. They want it, nothing is lacking from you except that which you fail to give yourself. So that's why I'm saying you need to give yourself the frequency of your desired situation. Shift your identity, and that's when you're going to have it. You're not waiting for anything external to happen before you get your desired situation. It starts with you. So the way to shift your identity and receive your desired situation is to give it to yourself first. Embody the reality you wish to exist in. What you have already exists inside of you. This is why you achieve character and not external goals. So, it's really a mental game that we're playing here. Everything really starts on that mental plane. So it's important to get your mind right. And again, that's what the Continence Club is all about. Controlling your mind so that you can shift your identity and go from your current to your desired situation. So anything you desire externally is simply what you're missing internally. You seek more money? Well, already have it to have it. You seek better health? Already have it to have it. You seek better relationships? Already have it to have it. So you need to embody the person that already has money. Embody the person that's a money printing machine, right? Embody that person that's in good health, because naturally you're going to want to eat better, eat clean. So this ultimately means before you can be in your desired situation, you must be in your desired situation in your current situation. So in your current situation right now that you hate so much, you need to be in the mental attitude of that person in your desired situation. And that's the thing I talk about in my other videos too. You might need to ignore reality because overnight or the next few days, you might feel like, oh, you feel like nothing is changing. You're staying in the same current situation, but you have to stick with the process. This is, where people really separate themselves. And I've seen it in my life too, when I stick to the process that a lot of people aren't willing to do, right? That's when in the mind frame of who I want to become, over the course of time, I start to see things happen, conversations, opportunities. I'm like, wow, I'm not even surprised because this is what I wish for. So that's why I want to tell you, careful what you wish for because you just might get it. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the other side and keep going.